February, and it was 3 hours north of Moscow, and we drank a few bottles of vodka. I think there were 4 of us, and I was living with this host family that was about 10 miles out of town, and they lived in this little cottage with an outhouse in the back, and I had to take the bus, so we drank a lot of vodka, and I took the bus back out to my host family's house, and I got off the bus and found a nice spot in a snowbank to go to sleep in. And it was 10 o'clock at night, February, pitch black, and eventually a search party found me. And took me to the hospital, because I wasn't in great shape, apparently. So that was, I mean, maybe not lost in translation, but it was an opportunity to learn something about another culture and about myself. I'm sorry, that just reminded me of another Russian drinking story.
You can go.
Another trip to Russia was like right after that. We went on this like exchange program. It was the summertime, and we were at this Consumal youth camp, and it was a bunch of American kids and a bunch of Russian kids. And the Russian kids were drinking a lot of vodka, so we drank a lot of vodka, and all of the American kids were throwing up. And there was I was staying in a room with 2 other kids, and one of them had thrown up in a trash bag, and then put the trash bag on the windowsill. And then the other one crawled across the floor to try to throw up out the window. He put his hands up on the windowsill and dumped the bag. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Sorry. Hi.
Hi, I'm Castiel from Misha.
Hi, very nice to meet you.
My question is there any kind of artistic craft that you haven't tried yet and would like to try?
Distinct craft?
Art craft.
Art craft.
Yeah. Yes. I have not. I would like to learn to paint. Great. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, I don't know my own name.
It's written right here. It's Deepa. Hi, Deepa. You're welcome. Yeah. If you forget again, just check. It's right here. Yeah.
I actually have a question.
Okay. Do you remember what your question is?
Yeah, I think so. Why do you think that Jon Snow will be a good king for the 7 Kingdoms?
You know a show is a runaway hit when you go to a supernatural dimension, you get questions about Game of Thrones.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of things going for him. He's a reluctant hero. Like, he's like, I don't want the job, and that always makes you want somebody to get the job, right? And he has good facial hair, which is kind of a nice touch. And that's all. I mean, those are qualities. Why? So you seem to not think he would be a good
I think he will.
By the way, I should tell you that I'm one episode behind right now, so do not spoil things for
No
me.
spoilers, no. Okay, I just think he's a lot like Castiel.
He's a lot like Castiel?
Yes.
Really?
He doesn't want to be a leader, so he would be a great leader, just like Castiel.
Wouldn't it be great if Castiel took the Iron Throne? Crossover twist.
I'll be happy. Yes.
Shit. That ship may have sailed. Thank you for asking that probing question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Kaya. I hope you had a...
You knew your name right away.
I have actually a question for a friend who wasn't able to come here.
Okay.
And her question is, what would season 4 Castiel think of season 14 Castiel?
He would think he'd really let himself go. I think season 4 Castiel had very little in the way of empathy, and he was totally beholden to heaven, not to humans. So Castiel, I think he would see him as something of a disgrace, honestly. Season 4 Castiel would think season 14 Castiel was something of a disgrace because he's, in a way, now Castiel has abandoned his mission of being a soldier or warrior for heaven. And that was the only thing that was important to Castiel in season 4, or when we first met him. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to add something?
I think Castiel from season 4 would also, lament the fact that Castiel in season 14 hadn't, kept up his fitness as well as he could have. That he maybe should have used more moisturizer along the way. It is something that we've never really addressed in the show, but theoretically, I think Castiel's vessel should not be aging. And yet it is. It's a little weird.
Hasn't.
What?
Hasn't.
Great response. You're a profit pastor. I'm good. How are you?
No, this is pending. So you emphasize that cause.
Wait, do you see that thing in front of you?
Yeah.
It's a microphone.
Yeah, I emphasize that I will hit.
Oh, well, don't hit it with your head.
Clumsy.
You're too clumsy to get close to the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. Great, I can't help you then. Yeah, okay.
Anyway, the end said that it will come after the last one who is happy, but this is Ronaldo, the one who's happy. This is all fine. So what needs to happen for us to be really happy? Yeah, go to fast.
Sorry, I'm talking to my translator.
I have it written if you want to read it.
No, thank you. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Why did you ask such a sad question? I think Cass would
Because
have
of
to...
hands and the thing.
Oh my God. You're flashing a warning at me. This is making me nervous. I have 5 minutes left. Oh my God. Can I write some notes for the other actors? Oh, this is going to be fun. I think Castiel will maybe finally feel like he belongs. Like he really is a member of the family, or that Sam and Dean really care about him, and that that he's done a good job and helped right some serious wrongs. I think when Cass feels those things, then he'll die. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, sweet question, thank you. Hi.
Hi, so you're a big advocate of, I guess, environmental conservation, and whatnot. I want to know from you, in association with, I guess, avoiding the externalities of climate change, what do you think are 3 key necessary things that have to happen in order to avoid destroying the planet?
One, get Trump out of office. Two, put him in a cage. 3, throw away the key. I also think that there's a lot of really solid economics behind green energy and conservation in general. You mentioned externalities, and I think that there are a lot of quote-unquote libertarian thinkers or neocons who seem to think that natural resources and exploiting them have no externalities, and that's just not true. And those things aren't being factored into the economic equation, especially in the United States right now. You know, we're acting like you can just pump as much carbon into the atmosphere as you want to, and it won't. And there's no cost to that. But the fact of the matter is, there is cost. It's coming. You know, we're already incurring the costs in the form of extreme weather and rising sea levels, and species going extinct. So I think actually looking at the bona fide economics of habitat and environmental destruction would go a long way. And I'm just trying to bore everybody right now. Is it working? But yeah, thank you for asking that question.